KCAA and KCAA Internet Television, the station that leaves no listener and no viewer behind.
Welcome, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Unite show. And tonight we're going to do a quantum leap, and we're going to really unite, and we're going to do something very special. We're going to do a planetary healing light circle. I don't think these really have been done very much on air. And what that means is we're going to take our creative energies and put them to work for the earth and humanity. We're going to cut darkness off at their energy supplies and give everything energy to everything good on the planet. So for those of you that got crystals, go run and get them now, because it's going to amplify our energy work that we're doing. For those of you that really don't understand what a light circle is, I'm going to describe it really quick. So I'm going to put everybody in protection. And then we're going to anchor in, we're going to open up the circle, and then we're going to anchor in the energy of love. And then we're going to do bubbles of light, and we're going to put in there the bubbles of light, things that need to be healed on the planet, people, places, things. Again, cutting darkness off their energy sources and giving energy to everything good. And I've been doing this for 30 years. Okay, so we're going to start. So I want everybody to please sit down, if you can. And I want everyone to take a deep breath as you're sitting down with your hands up. If you have your crystal on your lap, then do that. And as you exhale, I want you to start releasing everything that no longer serves you. And as you're doing that, I want you to imagine, because I know you're all sitting down, that we're forming this huge circle in my store, and my store really expands because this is a lot of people tonight. And you've got a person to your right and you have a person to your left. And in the center, we're going to put my big Earth Keeper crystals to really amplify the work that we're going to do. All right, so again, take a deep breath and feel that divine energy come down from the above, flow into your crown chakra, and as you exhale, allow it to flow. And as you're doing that, and really connect with that divine energy, imagine that you're holding hands with someone on your right and on your left, which is forming, again, this beautiful, beautiful circle. And as this energy now is coming down through your crown chakra, let it flow through your body, down your arms, out your hands. And imagine it flowing to the person on your right. And as it's flowing to the person on your right, we're going to call to Sai Baba, Shirdi Baba, Prima Sai Krishna, Jesus, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin, Buddha, all the gods and goddesses of light, the angels, the archangels, the elemental kingdom, and invite them in to add their energy to what we're doing and amplify our work. I call to your divine mates and ask your divine mates, send one of your soul selves, and imagine them standing behind you, putting their hands in your shoulders and giving energy to the work we're doing. We call to all the old ancient cultures responsible for holding light on the planet, the Aborigines, the Kahunas, the medicine men and women, to join and amplify our work. I also want to add in all the groups that are doing light work, 2 weeks past, 2 weeks present, and with their permission, we're going to combine all their energy work into the light circle that we're doing tonight. All right, now take a deep breath, and as you exhale, imagine that energy now flowing through your left hand to the person on your left. And as the circle flows to the left, it is now closed, so only that which is light may enter. And now we ask that the trees join us and to send energy into the earth through her roots, so the earth can feel what we're doing, and imagine the energy going out through the tree's branches so humankind can react in a positive light. I call to all the crystals, all the rocks, stones, minerals, all the earth keepers to link into my big earth keeper and amplify our work 100,000-fold. And we call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet, the morphogenetic grid, to lock into the circle. And as we're doing this, I want to put everybody in this beautiful bubble of protection. And I add the yellow flame of protection, the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I'm sealing everybody in the pink flame of love. And imagine that energy expanding so it encompasses the whole light circle that we're doing. All right, now take a deep breath and allow this energy to integrate. And I ask the Divine Mother, Father, that everyone that joins us tonight receives any healing that they need, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So what I'm going to do is I want you just to release everybody's hands and let go. And if you have your crystal, hold your crystal. And we're going to anchor down the energy of love, and then we're going to do a lot of bubbles of light and put in there things that need to be healed, people, places, whatever. And as we're doing this, I want you to really whomp it with energy. All that divine energy that flows through you, we're going to put it to awesome use. And when I'm done, I'm going to ask you to release it. We're going to release the bubble so it manifests into the universe. And I'm going to do as many bubbles as I can. All right, so again, I want everybody to focus and take a deep breath. And I want you to imagine your silver cord going up from the top of your head and reconnecting with the Creator. And as it reconnects with the Creator, imagine all that divine energy flowing down, coming into your crown chakra, flowing through your body. And as that's happening, I'm going to call down the energy of love to anchor in your room. And imagine that energy just filling up the room, and you start breathing love, you exhale love, you're totally consumed in that very, very high energy. And now I want you to take a breath and just to let this energy integrate also in a gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, atoms, molecules, all your internal organs going all the way down into your DNA. So feel this divine love flow through you. It's going to flow through your arms and now out your hands. And we're going to form a bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, I want you in your mind's eye to kind of picture what I'm talking about. In this bubble of light we're going to make, it's going to be for the Mother Earth. So in this bubble, we're going to place the Mother Earth, and I want you to imagine her gently rotating in the center. And as she's rotating, we're going to call the Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy the Mother Earth has taken on, any negativity, any kind of voodoo, witchcraft, black magic that's being done onto her, whether it's in the earth, whatever level. And as that energy is cut, imagine the violet flame blazing through that area to transmute it all. And let's fill it up with love. Now I want you to imagine this golden solar energy coming down from above and covering all the great pyramids. When this energy covers the pyramids and goes all the way down into the grid, and imagine it flowing through the grid. And this is a very high God energy. And as the energy flows through the grids, and this is also the morphogenetic grid, it's raising the planet and it's helping everybody awaken in a very gentle, kind, loving way. And as this energy is flowing through the grid, we're going to call to the Creator. We're going to ask that the energy of heaven now surround the planet. And we're asking that the energy of heaven now anchor to everything on the planet, all life forms, organic or inorganic. And see all that energy integrate. And I ask that this integration also be very gentle, loving, kind, with everyone's cells, atoms, molecules, their internal organs going all the way down into their DNA. And let this be a gentle integration as everyone sleeps. All right, now, while the energy of heaven is surrounding Earth, we're going to imagine this incredibly high healing energy going into the Mother Earth, going into from the Earth's surface into the very core of her. And as this energy flows through the Earth, it's going to neutralize all toxins, all pharmaceuticals, all poisons inside her. And now imagine all this energy also going and running through all the ley lines and the fault lines. And it's running through these areas. It's gently releasing any energy that's built up in a very gentle, kind, loving way. And if Mother Earth's got to move and groove, we ask that she does it in very gentle, kind, loving ratchets. Now, as this energy flows through, see it healing the Earth's plates. And see her realign with her perfect position. And as we send energy into the very heart of the Mother Earth, let it recharge and regenerate. And we ask that she takes this energy and it helps her remain stable no matter what anyone, anywhere from any planet tries to do with her. See her remaining stable. And as this energy is flowing in the very heart, we call to the male-female God and Goddess, Pellular and Virgo, to come back on the planet and to touch every man, woman, child, and give everyone the very balanced male-feminine energy. And again, put your attention in the very heart of the earth. And as this energy inside her, this healing energy goes stronger, imagine every now little sparks of that healing going to the Mother Earth where she needs it. Again, so she remains stable. And it helps her raise also as we raise into the age of enlightenment. She's got to go with us. It's one group energy. And now I want you to imagine this very healing energy coming up through the ocean floor and touching all the plankton and all the microorganisms, recharge and regenerating them. Imagine this energy going into all the coral reefs. And as we send this energy into the coral reefs, we ask the Creator to put the spark of life back into the coral reefs and see them coming back to life. See this energy flowing through the water, reoxygenating the water, neutralizing any out of balance sonar. And let's send this energy into all those machines that are creating this out of balance sonar in the ocean and see those machines imploding. And now allow this energy to touch all the living creatures, healing them, and let them also reconnect to the Creator, the dolphins, the whales, the mantas, again, going all the way down to the microorganisms. And as this energy flows through the water, see it put the water to its correct temperature. And now I want you to imagine these huge bottles of water, 10 miles by 10 miles by 10 miles, very clean mineral water. And in this bottles of water, and they're like 4 inches apart, there's hundreds of thousands, all of them, all over the waters. And in it, we're going to put everything the sea life needs to survive. And imagine all these water bottles create sacred space for sea life. And now we command the water elemental to mirror these bottles of water and see them, the water regenerating itself and coming back to life. So now I want you to put your attention on the North Atlantic current and send energy through this current. See it flow up the North Atlantic all the way through England. It needs to stay open so we don't have an ice age. And we call, as we put our attention on the Gulf of Mexico, and we ask the Mother Earth now to release all her microorganisms that can eat up this toxic waste. And as we send energy also through the oceans, see it neutralizing all the poisons, the toxins, the pharmaceuticals, the radiation. And again, we call to the water elemental to mirror the clean water and see the water elemental coming back to life. See it coming back to life in the Gulf of Mexico. And now we're going to put our attention on Fukushima. and the elementals that create the nuclear reactors. And we call on Michael the Archangel to cut the ties with whoever and whatever created the nuclear reactors anywhere, but especially in Fukushima, and is forcing these elementals to become something that they really weren't created to be. So we cut the ties with those elementals from all of that. We violet flame them to transmute all their energy, and we reconnect it with the Creator. We let them know that they're loved, that we appreciate them, and we're going to ask them if they start working in harmony now. And we're going to send this cold, cold Arctic energy through all the reactors to help everything stay cool. And around all those reactors, we're going to imagine it surrounded in a bubble of dirt that's 5 feet thick, and they're going to add another layer of 5 foot of lead, 5 foot of cement, 5 foot of crystal, and we're going to do that 3 times. And see all that energy now being contained and calming down. As people that work in this industry, especially in Fukushima, we send them so much energy that they're divinely inspired on what needs to happen so we can correct this and close it down. And for everyone that has actually experienced radiation, which is actually the whole planet, I ask for permission, and I ask everyone's higher self now reconnect to the Creator, and everyone's DNA is healed. And with every breath, it becomes stronger. And I also call to everyone's higher self, and I ask that your divine blueprint for perfect health is activated. All right, now I want you to imagine this energy going up the North and South Pole and going up all the glaciers, and the higher it gets, the colder it gets. And around all the mountain peaks that there is supposed to be snow this time of year, imagine that there's a drop in barometric pressure and that the clouds are drawn to those areas and it snows so we have enough water. Now imagine this energy coming up and touching every man, woman, and child on the planet. Imagine this energy going into everyone's hearts. And we ask the Creator to now close the reptilian brains down and activate everyone's God brain. And I ask that as everyone dreams, that they have dreams of what it was like when they lived in the Golden Age, when men and women lived together side by side in harmony. And that they actually take those dreams and take it into their lives when they wake up and put it into motion. And see everyone being given their divine missions, their divine purposes. And filled with joy. And now imagine the light workers filling up with so much light that they're now magnets for everything they need. They're drawing it, whether it's people to work with, whether it's abundance. They're magnetizing everything they need to fulfill their divine missions and live comfortable lives. And we call the higher selves of all those groups, the activist groups that are speaking up for the planet and humanity, to step forward in the light, set their egos aside, and start working together in harmony. And as they start joining forces and sharing their energy sources, see them winning and light winning. All right, let's imagine this energy now coming up through everything green, through our food chain. See this energy going up through the trees and reoxygenating the trees. See this energy going through Mother Nature. And we're going to ask that Mother Nature and everything, there's this very special energy called DMT, and we want that amplified. And we see Mother Nature becoming so strong that she becomes dominant over Monsanto. And we're going to call to Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut the ties with all genetically modified food and all the crops. And as we cut the ties to these elementals, we violet flame them to clean their energies up. And we fill them up with the angel light energy to heal. And imagine all this genetically modified food reconnecting with the Creator and either allowing themselves to become neutral or actually letting Mother Nature take over. And anywhere there's genetically modified food, again, that's growing, imagine it contained in this credible bubble so their seeds cannot get out. And again, see Mother Nature becoming dominant over Monsanto. And all those experiments that Monsanto is doing in all their labs, let's imagine that they are not successful. See their experiments going flat, their scientists becoming dyslexic, and refusing to work. See their scientists reconnecting to the divine and the Creator and having this incredible awakening experience that they need to stop what they're doing. So imagine this energy now flowing up through all the animals and see them receiving a healing. And now let's send this energy into all the insects, especially the bees. And send energy into the queen bee, and we ask that the queen bee, that the Creator helps the queen bee become divinely inspired on how to keep the hives together and healthy. And now let this energy go out even farther so it touches all the animals, all the birds. And now let it flow out even farther so it goes out into the air we breathe and see it re-oxygenating the air. And as we're doing that, we're going to call to those little molecules up there in the sky that eats acid rain. We're going to give it energy so they eat the acid rain. And then imagine them splitting and eating radiation. And see that the sky becoming clear. And then see that splitting again. So the molecules start eating up the chemtrails that are in the sky. And see clear blue sky, see beautiful white fluffy clouds. And now expand this energy a little bit farther, and we're going to direct it toward all the harps all over the world. And we call on Michael the Archangel to cut the ties with all the harps that's creating out of balance weather. We fill them up with love, reconnect them to the Creator, and we command them to break down, to not work, not function. And we call to all the rats, mice, birds, the snakes, the termites to go nest in those buildings, go nest in the computers and help us break the equipment down. And around the harps that are in space, I want you to imagine this huge mirror up in front of them, so whatever energy they're putting out, it goes right back to them and implodes their equipment. And around all the buoys that the harps are going to normally connect with, let's imagine that, all of them contained in 100 foot of lead. So there's no more contact with the harps. And we call the higher selves of all those that are operators, and we ask you to step forward in the light and reconnect to the Creator and realize this is not okay. And if you choose not to, which is your free will, we ask your higher selves and your guardian angels to put you in positions of harmlessness. When you go and sit in front of the equipment, you become dyslexic. You punch in numbers wrong. You can't function. And I'm going to ask the angels to bring you a better job, one that will really benefit the earth and will bring you joy. All right, so let's send this energy out even farther. And imagine it going into the ozone, and the ozone layer becoming very, very solid. And that means it allows only the good rays of the sun to come through. So imagine this energy now, healing energy, expanding even farther into the satellite belts. And if there's satellites out there that's not being used for the benefit of humankind, imagine them becoming magnets. And they're now magnifying all the space junk to them. And as it does, it just, knocks them a little bit out of orbit. They can't function anymore. And if they've got to come down, they come down in ways that no one will be hurt or harmed. So expand this energy even farther into all the other planets, and we bless all those planets, and we actually invite them to send us more energy to help us evolve. All right, let's fill everything up with light and love and imagine the energy of heaven just intermingling with everybody and everything on the planet. And imagine everything and everything on it quantum leaping into the light and becoming more connected with the Creator. So let's take a deep breath now and let's release it. All right, so again, let's take a deep breath and feel that divine energy flow down. And direct it again into the bubble. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put everybody and anyone that is trying to manifest Armageddon. Now, let's cut that energy from the planet, no matter if it's from the Bible, past, present, future, from whatever religion, for whatever reason, whether it's monetary reasons that they gain from the energy of war. And as we cut that from the planet, imagine it gently being peeled off of everyone, out of their thought forms. And we're going to call the violet flame through everything to transmute that energy. And we're going to replace that energy with the energy of enlightenment, of quantum leaping the world into the golden age, of divine spirituality, of joy. All right, let's fill that bubble up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, let another bubble of light form as you take a deep breath. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in the darkest spots on the planet, and the Creator knows where they are. And as we're directing energy into those places, we're going to call the violet flame to anchor to those spots, to transmute any energy, any darkness, any energy of war, chaos, fear. And I'm going to call to Michael and his band of angels, and I'm asking you to go forth and around all those areas, and around all the planet. If there's any dark energy, any entities on the etheric plane or in the astral that's creating this war and feeding from it, they're vampires. Imagine it cut now from every living being on the planet and the planet itself. And as we tie and bind these creatures, we send them through the violet flame back to God. And we fill those spaces up with an angel of peace, love, kindness, compassion. We're going to send energy to all those activists and light workers that are doing their job, and see them being given much divine inspiration and how they can be successful and move forward. We're going to cut the ties to all those people that have gone through trauma for what they've gone, for whether it's war or chaos. And imagine that trauma being released, and they're also reconnected to the Creator. And see them being given divine inspiration on how they can move forward. And then they can come together as a group and move forward in joy. All right, send more love and light into all these areas. See it anchor. And as light anchors to all those areas, see us quantum leap, the planet quantum leap, a little bit higher into the light, into enlightenment. All right, let's take a deep breath and let's release it. So again, feel another bubble of light form. And in this bubble of light, I really want to put all your missions. I want you to be successful. And again, I'm going to ask that I'm going to put you all in this bubble of light with your missions. And with your permission, I'm going to ask that you have a greater connection to the Creator, that you become magnets for everything you need. People to work with, whether it's the abundance to take your missions forward, that your family life becomes easier, that you can manifest your hopes and your dreams. And that you're all filled with joy, and that the weeks to come, that you feel bliss. And that you're able to feel it down to your bones, and that you can share that energy and that blissful energy with others and let it be a ripple, because that's part of the golden age. And I'm going to fill all your divine missions and divine purposes. And I'm going to call to Ganesha, the remover of obstacles, to remove all obstacles that's in your way, clear your path, and that it be easy now. Let the doors open. That any problems in your family life be dissolved by the violet flame. And I ask that all your family members come together and their higher selves come together as a group, and that you work out how you're going to have a functional family, and you're going to work together, and you're going to be filled with love and joy. And again, what you need to be successful with your divine missions. All right, so let's fill this up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, feel that divine energy flow down, and we're going to put in this bubble of light all the elementals of war. Whether they're planes, all weapons, and I don't care, all militaries, all weapons of war. Whether the police have it, whether any military, any mercenary, anything that's being used to hurt or harm. And as we cut ties to these elementals of war, we call the violet flame through their energy to clean them up, the angel light energy to heal them, fill them up with love. Imagine them reconnecting to the Creator. And now we command them to be neutral, to only emit love. So when they're called to hurt or harm, they miss their targets. Or instead of hurting or really harming, they just barely graze. Or they choose not to go off, or go off again in areas that no one's going to be harmed. We call the higher selves of all those people that are operating drones. We again ask you to step forward in light, and if you choose not to, which is your free will, we ask your higher self and your guardian angels to put you in positions of harmlessness. We ask that your higher self help you become an awakened being and realize what you're doing, and to stop cooperating. And I ask your higher self also to send you another job, something that will bring you greater joy. And we put all these drones in this bubble and see them being cut from their masters, see them not working, breaking down, crashing, not hitting anyone or anybody. We also call the higher selves of all those people that are responsible for deactivating landmines, and we ask your higher selves to help you be really efficient, really organized, and perfect in your jobs. And we call to the elementals that creates the landmines. And as we cut you free from those that created you, and again, we violet flame to clean up your energy, angel light energy to heal, reconnect to the Creator. We command you to break down and to allow yourself to become totally neutral, to not work. And see the earth now being cleaned from all these landmines and all the bombs. So let's fill the elemental kingdom up with this light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, feel that divine energy flow down and direct it toward the center, forming another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put, the top 1%, the people that have all the wealth, that have all the money, that are hoarding it. And as we put them in this bubble, we're also going to put let's keep it with the top 1% that are hoarding the abundance. And we call their higher selves to step forward in the light and start releasing this overabundance that they have. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and their guardian angels to put them in positions of harmlessness, which means if they're in any kind of higher up position, that they're replaced with a light worker. Maybe they've got to retire and spend more time with their families. And for those that choose not to share, which again, your free will, I'm going to ask the karmic board that if it's for your highest good and the highest good of everyone on the planet, that your money sources and your money ties are now cut from you, that energy, then I ask that it be done. And I imagine that energy going back to God, God cleaning it up, and then redirecting it to all those people on the planet that need it, that you've taken from. And for those top 1% that are choosing to go forward in the light and do works of good, the more works that they do, I ask that they be filled up with this intense joy, so they want to do more works of good, and that they're given a 10% return, which is really good because they're, wealthy. All right, let's fill this up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, let's form another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put all those people and beings that are the lowest on our consciousness scale. And we call their higher selves and we ask for permission to do this. And we also call to the Creator. And if it's for their highest good and the highest good of the planet, that they now become awakened conscious beings, we ask that their higher selves now allow them to really reconnect to the Creator and become awakened, conscious, spiritual beings. And as this is happening, let them also be given the divine inspiration that they need to move forward and to change their lives and improve their lives and be filled with joy. And let them be given their divine missions and their divine purposes. And in this bubble of light, because it's a big bubble, let's all put all the reptilians. And we also ask them that and call to the Creator and ask the Creator if it's for the highest good of the planet and their highest good, that they now reconnect to the Creator and become conscious, awakened, spiritual beings. We ask that this is done. And as they awaken, see them having more compassion, more feeling, more emotion, They care about children, and they no longer want war. And they have this incredible love for humans developing. And see them becoming more harmonic with the human race. And for those that choose not to move forward, we again ask their higher selves and the Creator to put them in positions of harmlessness. So fill everything up with light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. All right, so again, feel that divine energy flow down. And in this bubble of light, let's put in this bubble everybody that you know that needs healing. Whether it's emotional, physical, whether they're filled with hate, racism, whatever. Put them in this bubble of light. And imagine them sitting on tables or laying on tables or sitting in chairs of angel light. We're going to call to Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut the ties with whatever has created this out of balance energy in them or this dis-ease. And see that energy with their permission being peeled off. We send it through the violet flame back to God. We surround them in angel light energy, and that angel light absorbs any discomfort that they have. Now I want you to put yourself in this bubble of light because I want you to heal. And as everyone now is in this bubble and healing, I call to Michael to come forth and cut all ties to any energy you've taken on that's not yours, any feelings, fears, emotions, concerns, worries, any energy that's creating out of balance in your body, to remove any energy implants. Any stick pins, needle or knives that's being done to you. Remove psychic attack. Cut ties to any effigies that are being done to you, that's manipulating. And as all that energy is gently removed, we send it through the violet flame back to God. And I'm going to call the violet flame through everybody to transmute all that energy. Imagine yourselves now reconnecting with the Creator even more. And you're filling up with this high healing energy. And again, I'm going to call to everyone's higher self and ask that your divine blueprint for perfect health is activated. Now I want you to put, if you haven't already, the rest of your family members and people that you know that don't like you, that are angry with you. And as we put them in this bubble, I again call to Michael the Archangel to cut the ties with whatever is creating that out of balance. And imagine it being peeled from everybody. You're going through the violet flame back to God, and everybody reconnecting with the Creator, and this love flow from everyone's hearts. And see this energy of love flow from your heart, your mother, your father, your sister, brothers, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, your friends, people you work with. And as the energy flows back and forth, that bonding of love flows even stronger. Now imagine you with your family. And see everybody communicating and being kind and loving each other and helping each other. And see this incredible energy of unity forming. Functional families that treat each other with respect and love and care about each other and help each other and be joyful that you can help each other. It's a joy. It's family. So fill everything up with light and love. And for all those people that are going through dis-ease, we call to their higher selves. And we ask their higher selves, send them now whatever healing that they need, whatever healing modality that they need. And that they be open to it. and they're open to receiving and moving forward. And let them see powerful results as everyone heals. And again, as you put yourself in this bubble of light, wherever you've got aches or pains, I'm going to call the angel light and put my tools on it. And I'm going to imagine that energy just being sucked out and released. It's filling up with love. And everything in your body now is working in divine harmony. And every time you hear this, it works in divine harmony. And it becomes really connected. Your divine blueprint for perfect health has become stronger. And it manifests in your body. All right, so let's fill everything up with light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, feel that divine energy forming another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put all militaries, and it includes mercenaries, anybody who goes to war. And we're going to cut the ties to that energy of war, that gladiator mentality, might is right, chaos. And as we're doing that, I'm going to ask that Michael the Archangel go forth again and cut the ties with the God and Goddess of chaos and war. Remove them from the planet, tie and bind them. We send them through the violet flame to clean up their energies back to God and fill those spaces up with angels of love. So now we're going to call the higher self of all those in the military, and I'm going to ask that your higher selves allow you to reconnect with the divine and become conscious, awakened beings. And as you become awakened spiritual beings, that you see, no matter where you are, the people around you, as your mother, your father, your sister, your brothers, your cousins, your friends, family, people you would not hurt or harm anyhow, anyway. Doesn't matter what color they are family, and you refuse because you're an awakened spiritual being to hurt or harm. We call those in the military, and we ask they be given the strength to refuse bullets, to not take the shots, to refuse to go to war. And all those beings and all those people in the military that refuse war, send them energy because they need courage. And they have courage. God, it takes courage to do that. And I'm going to put Bradley Manning in this bubble because he's a man in the military who's very courageous, and he needs this extra healing. And we call the higher selves of all those in the military, and we ask that all those veils and overlays that are around you that's creating this war energy be removed. To remove the gladiator mentality. And as it's peeled, feel yourself off of you. It goes through the violet flame back to God. And feel yourselves reconnecting with the Creator and filling up with your divine essence. And we call the higher selves of all those in the military, and we ask that you put your energies now into service, into divine service, into works of good. And the more energy that you put into the works of good, the more happier you are, the more joyful you are. And we're going to put in this bubble of light all those men and women that have served, that are suicidal for what they've gone through. And with their permission, we ask Michael to come forth and cut all ties to all that energy, to all the post-traumatic stress that all the military is going through. And see that energy being peeled from them, and now see all these beings that are suicidal or really, in need of health for their health reasons, need healing. See them now magnetized to themselves everything they need. See them being given the mental health counseling And all those people out there that are counselors, see them volunteer and give their time. And for those that are suicidal, we ask the Creator to give them their divine missions and their divine purposes. Because war is not a divine mission and a divine purpose. And let them reconnect to the Creator. Let them be given this divine inspiration and filled up with so much divine inspiration that they help take the planet. They put their energies to works of good. So let's fill this up with a bubble of light. And take a deep breath and release it. All right, so one more bubble of light. Again, feel that energy flow down, directed toward the center, and creating another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the power prayers I have written and ask that they be given all positive forward movement. I ask that all your divine missions, your purposes, be given positive forward movement. See all the gods and goddesses, past, present, future in this bubble. See them recharge, regenerating, the angels, the elemental kingdoms, all the activists, all the light workers being given everything they need to take their missions forward. All right, let's take a deep breath and release it. So we fill it up with love. All right, so we're going to close the circle. And what I do to close the circle, I usually have everybody stand, but you can sit there, but we're going to do 3 ohms. And we usually put our hands on the Earth Keeper, and what happens is when we all do that, the Earth Keeper has us go in harmony. So please join me in 3 short ohms, and it doesn't matter what key you're on, you will be in harmony. All right. Om. 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 Mother, Father, thank you for bringing us together and giving us this incredible opportunity to serve. And I ask that everyone's lessons are gentle, filled with love, and given positive forward movement, filled with abundance, and that you guide us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. Well, thank you for joining me today. The Quantum Leap Show, Let Light Unite. We really united tonight. I have another circle I'm doing in 2 hours, and it won't be live, but it'll be live at my store. And if you really want to keep this energy work going, then simply listen to this video again. On podcast, and hopefully it will be on YouTube later. And share it with people. The more people that do it, oh my God, the more profound. And we're going to go into the golden age. That's our destiny. We have 26,000 years of peace ahead of us. And we can manifest it. We're creative beings having a spiritual we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And for this past hour, you did a lot of service work. And God, I am so grateful that you joined me tonight. And I hope you tell other people about this show, because this is an important show, because people can do it and give, a lot of light to the world and the earth and humankind, which we need right now. We need a lot of quantum leaps. So I hope you tune in next week. I'm on Thursday from 6 to 7. It'll be a surprise show because I don't normally know what I'm doing until a couple days ahead of time. I want to thank everybody that helped me pull this together. The engineer, Rob, and Brett, and Todd, and my benefactor, Bob, and Erica for helping. Keep positive. Do an act of kindness. And no matter what happens this next week, the next 2 weeks, we're quantum leaping. The world's going to be here. Let light unite, and we are. And I hope you have a blessed week filled with much joy and a lot of bliss. And let's focus on amplifying everything good on the planet. So thank you for joining me. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Light Unite show. And tune in again next week for another Quantum Leap. And aloha from Hawaii.
KCAA and KCAA Internet Television, the station that leaves no listener and no viewer behind.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express.